Okay, so I want to start out with talking about just a few announcements to make sure that everyone is aware of the things that are going on this month. The two biggest things are the Transform 20 step incentive for this month. So if you get one Success Club point this month, then you are guaranteed to be able to purchase a step for Transform 20 on December 4th. Because apparently they could only stock so many just because they're so big and they don't have like the warehouse space to hold anymore. But I was listening to Carl say something the other day, and apparently when 80 Day Obsession started, it was like 80,000 people bought it, and they don't have anywhere near that many steps. So if it is as big as 80 Day Obsession, which I'm kind of thinking it's going to be since it's only 20 minutes a day and it's Shaun T, they're going to sell out of them. So we want to make sure that we lock that in and be able to get our step from them. And then also the $20 off all the challenge packs all month long is something that we've got to take advantage of, because that literally only happens like this one time a year. And sometimes they will extend it into December, but they haven't said anything about that yet. So I don't know if they're going to do that or not. But that has literally, like, I am at Success Club 10 right now, and I think this quite possibly could be the best month I've had all year long. I know it is by, like, being Success Club 10 this early in the month, because literally it's only halfway through. And I think it has a lot to do with the $20 off incentive, because people like to save money. So make sure you're talking to people about that. Also, on Monday in the Beachbody Champions page, they are doing a training with Shaun T about Transform 20. It's going to be at 1 o'clock Eastern time. And I think he's just going to go live in that page and do a training and tell us all about the program and what we need to know about how to talk about it and how to promote it, like who it's good for, things like that. So let me know if you're not a part of that page and I can get you added. Or I shared the link in Radiant Empire when I posted about the training. I posted the link to the Champions page in the comments. So you can just go to that and click it and request to join. But they do all kinds of trainings in the Champions page every single week. I think they have at least 3 trainings a week with either just different coaches or trainers or people from corporate at Beachbody. So it's a really good resource if you're not already part of that. Something else new that they just came out with is the 2B Mindset and Beachbody On Demand Performance Pack. So before, all you could buy was the 2B Mindset and Shapeology Challenge packs. But now they're offering it to get 2B Mindset with the performance stack. So Energize and Recover. So I didn't even know about that until I went to my office this morning and was looking at the announcements to make sure I wasn't missing anything. But that's pretty cool. Because I've tried to start talking about the 2B Mindset more, just because, especially this time of year, like starting a restricting like meal plan can be really scary for people, and they don't think that they can stick to it. So talking about 2B Mindset and it being more of like an intuitive eating program and not really restricting, and you kind of just learning about your body and figuring out what works for you, is something that is appealing to a lot more people, right? Like this time of year. So also, you probably realized yesterday that the 3-day refresh is sold out, which I'm really bummed about because I had a lot of people interested in doing it. But they're supposed to be getting us an update on Monday about when it will be restocked. I'm hoping that it will be restocked very, very, very soon, because I know a lot of people are promoting doing like a turkey detox or a reset after Thanksgiving. And so for now, like I had 5 people that I was going to send share carts to last night for 3-day refresh challenge packs. And like 3 or 4 or 5 more people who I was like in mid conversation with about it, who was interested, and I was just getting them all the information. So we have 3 different options that I have come up with. And if anyone has any other ones, feel free to shout them out and we'll talk about it, because I still haven't decided exactly what I want to do yet. So our first option is waiting for them to restock it and just having our girls do the turkey reset a little bit later, so not necessarily that Monday after Thanksgiving. Maybe we start it on December 1st or something to give them some time to restock it and get everything. Personally, I'm almost leaning towards that just because the people I talk to are so interested in the reset program that I think they really want to do it. So I think they would want to just wait and do it the right way. Our second option is promoting Clean Week. Instead of doing like a turkey detox, we can do just a 5-day or however many days it is for Clean Week. It's 5 or 6. We can do like a 5 or 6 day Clean Week group, which I think Katie was actually doing anyways. She was putting together a free group to do after Thanksgiving with Clean Week. I know she was working on the content and everything for that, so maybe we can talk to her and see if we can kind of all join in and do that group together. So that could be an option for some people if they want to like go ahead and jump in with something on next Monday. And then our third option is doing like a modified version of the reset with people on Monday who can't get the 3-day refresh. So they're not going to get the fiber sweep, which in my opinion is a really important part of the program because that fiber is really what helps clear out your system. But they could just follow the food plan for the 3-day refresh. We would have to put together like some materials to tell them what to eat since they're not going to actually have the book, but they could do it and just replace the vanilla refresh shake with Shakeology. So basically they would do Shakeology and fruit for breakfast. They wouldn't have a fiber sweep for morning. For lunch, they would do another Shakeology with a fruit, a veggie, and a healthy fat. In the afternoon, they would do a veggie and a healthy fat as a snack. And then for dinner, they would do another Shakeology. And then we would just need to share some of the ultimate or the 3-day refresh dinner recipes with them to do. So that is kind of the 3 options that I have come up with. I don't really know what I want to do yet. I'm almost leaning towards just waiting for them to restock it and kind of doing a turkey detox next Monday with the people who were able to get it, and then doing like another, like maybe we can call it like a holiday kickoff something and do it the first part of December instead. I'm not really sure. So if y'all have any feedback, please let me know, and we'll figure something out. So that was all the announcements that I had for this week. We had another accountability call this week on Wednesday, and Cody sent me in her stuff, and she did awesome this week. She basically met all her goals, I think. There was a couple of them that she was close. Dana did really well with all of her goals. I'm trying to find my page. Oh, there it is. So Dana did really well. She got back to her exercises. She got back to posting regularly. She started learning a little bit more about Instagram, and she finished her book. So she did really great. And Cody sent out a bunch of invites, did her posts, got her new followers, listened to the wake-up calls and everything, and you also helped one of your coaches sign up a new coach, which was really awesome. So Afton is now halfway to Emerald, which is really exciting. The 3 of us set new goals for next week, and we're going to check in. So anybody who's watching the replay of this, if you want to text me and let me know what your goals are for the rest of this week through Wednesday, I can put them in the file, and we can check in again on Wednesday. But for myself, I guess I can tell y'all how I did. I did really good. The only things that I didn't meet was having my 3 one-on-one calls with potential challengers or coaches, and I didn't reach my goal for having 50 new connections, where I did that new like 5-3-1 method, where you comment on 5 posts or like 5 posts, comment on 3, and follow them so they get those notifications from you. I think my goal was 50, and I think I had around 20-ish last week that I did that. But I did everything else. I got my desk put together, which is super exciting. I'm not sitting at it right now because the sun is coming through the window in there and I don't have any blinds. It was blinding me. But I got my invites sent. I listened to all the team calls and things. I increased my followers on Instagram to 1,900, and I got my 4 more Success Club points, which is really exciting. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, setting goals for each week. It seems to be working really well because it's giving me that like shorter term like mindset, like frame of mind, to really keep me pushing every day. And I'm really liking that. Emily just texted me. She's going to hop on. So I'll wait for her before we get started with the actual content of the call. But having that shorter term mindset of week to week is really helping me personally, because I was in a habit of basically, if I didn't feel like it, then I wasn't working. And I'll just tell you, most of the times when I get home from work, I'm tired and I don't really feel like sitting down at a desk again, since I've been sitting down at a desk all day long anyways. But having this shorter term mindset and knowing like, okay, I have 7 days or 5 days or 4 days, however many days are left in the week to hit these goals, it is really pushing me. And I am inviting way more people than I ever have, and like looking for new ways to grow my business and just to learn new things about Instagram and like when to post on certain days, or in which days are better. Learning more about like creating good content and good captions with my posts to where it's actually going to encourage engagement with the post and not just people to just keep scrolling. Like asking people questions and asking them to like the post or comment if they relate to it. Things like that. So it's really helping, and I hope that it's helping you guys too. And if you're not doing it, then I highly encourage it, just because what we're going to talk about today with finishing the year strong, this is like literally the most important time of year to like hunker down, put your head down, focus, and hustle. Even though it can be the time of year when we get the most no's or the most no responses from people, this is literally the most important time of the year for your business, because it's when you're building your momentum for next year. I'm going to wait for Emily to hop on real quick because I don't want her to miss all the rest of this. Let's see. I didn't have a whole lot planned for the rest. I just wanted to kind of talk to y'all about finishing the year strong and give you some encouragement and motivation, because I know it can get tough this time of year. And it can get hard in the no's that we get from people, or the not getting any kind of response from people can be hard. But it's also a time of year when it's really hard for us to make our business a priority and like sacrifice the 1 hour every day that we're like focusing and doing intentional business work. And doing that, making sure we're like getting up early or staying up late to get that done, but also not missing out on important family time and things like that. So, Cody, do you have any questions about anything so far? Or do you have an opinion on the 3-day refresh options?
Since I didn't get mine ordered either, because mine was going to be birthday present, so
Yeah,
the ball got dropped. I am leaning towards waiting.
yeah, I kind of am too. Just because like we could do a modified version of it, but in reality it's still not going to be the same. Like
Results won't be as good, will they?
I really don't know. I mean, for people who eat really bad, yeah, they're going to get results. They're probably going to lose 3 or 4 pounds in those days. But I don't know the ingredients and the nutrient differences between Shakeology and the vanilla refresh because there's a difference. Because like the vanilla refresh is not vanilla Shakeology. Like there's a difference, but I'm not really sure what all it is. I think the vanilla refresh is more calories than Shakeology is, if I remember correctly. I would literally have to look it up online and see if I could find a nutrition label for it. But I think it has more calories and more protein in it, but I could be wrong. And I think not having the fiber sweep is a big, like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait and do like the 1st of December and then maybe do another one like to kick off the new year.
Yeah.
And promote that.
Too.
I mean, I don't know. I'm really frustrated.
Because it's frustrating because also like they might restock it next week. Like hopefully they will. Like hopefully it will get restocked by like Wednesday of next week or something. But that does not give, like on Wednesday, nobody's going to be thinking about ordering a 3-day refresh. They're going to be thinking about getting ready for Thanksgiving on Tuesday.
And even if they express ship it, it's not going to be here by Monday.
No, because there's Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and they're not going to get it in time. So honestly, just pushing it 1 week might be enough. Like, and that's not that big of a deal. Like, if we push it 1 week, best case scenario, honestly, is what I'm thinking. That's going to be December 3rd. So, like, I have my 3-day refresh already, and so I will probably still do it on the 26th just because I'm going to need it. But then basically just doing it over and supporting everyone who's going to do it on December 3rd.
Yeah, and I might just do a modified version the Monday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because I don't think there's anything wrong with like us who are already doing this, doing a modified version. But somebody who has never done anything with us before, I don't want them to get the wrong idea about what we do and like a normal meal plan. That was something that me and Emily talked about last night when I was texting her about it. And I was like, we could do this. Like I found this 3-day Shakeology reset online, but literally all you have is 3 Shakeologies a day and one piece of fruit and then a salad at dinner. And I'm like, people are not going to go for that. They're not going to drink a shake for breakfast, a shake for lunch, a shake for a snack, and eat an apple and then eat a small salad for dinner. They're not going to do it. So, hey, Emily.
Dude, I would struggle doing that.
Hey.
I know. I would. So we were just talking about our options for the 3-day refresh being sold out.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically we have the modified version that we could do, which neither me or her is very like excited about that option. I saw somebody in DFG said we could promote Clean Week instead.
Yeah.
Which is an option, like just to get, we could do Clean Week and then wait for it to get restocked and then do another like refresh like the first week of December.
Yeah.
Or something. And so honestly, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards is just waiting for it to get restocked because I had so many people wanting to do it. I think they would be willing to wait like another week or however long.
Yeah, I think it'd be better to wait until it was restocked.
I think so
But
too.
the question is when is it going to be restocked?
I know. I mean, surely to goodness they'll get it restocked within a week. Like, I don't know.
I don't know, but you remember when, like this summer when we ordered it, it took like a really long time to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if they're going to discontinue it.
I hope not.
Oh, I mean, I know, but it's something when stuff like that starts going wrong with retail, there's something up.
Oh, really? See, I don't know anything about it.
Well, that's the way it was when I worked in cosmetics.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I hope they don't do that.
Yeah, I know.
But so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like I have a bunch of people I need to get back to today, and I think I'm just gonna tell them like it's been such high demand for this time of year that it's out of stock right now. But we're just if they just want to wait, that we're gonna do it again as soon as it's restocked,
Yeah.
and maybe see if they want to do. Like they could go ahead and get like a free trial of Beachbody on Demand if they wanted to do like a clean week
Mm-hmm.
next week and see how that goes. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of throw it out there and let them tell me what they want to do.
Yeah. I've never done never done like a clean week
I
thing.
did.
I mean, I did the workouts.
Yeah, I did the workouts. It's basically just the same meal plan. You just do those. It's just those workouts.
Mm.
I mean, it's nothing that special. It's just, I guess it's a good way to get new people started with something simple.
Yeah.
But so I'm just going to kind of give them that choice because the only thing that frustrates me more is that if I go ahead and get them to sign up just with a challenge pack and they don't want to sign up as a coach, then when they go to order their refresh, they're not going to get it as the same price as they would if they had ordered it with their challenge pack.
Yeah, a better price.
Yeah, because like if they get it with their challenge pack, literally they're going to get a discount on it just because they're adding it on.
Yeah.
If they buy it later, then they're going to have to pay full price unless they sign up as a coach and just get the 25% off.
Mm-hmm.
Because literally, I had one girl, she got so lucky. I sent her challenge pack on Thursday night, and she ordered it yesterday. And she ordered it. She must have ordered it right before it went out of stock. But literally, she got she signed up as a coach, and when you add on the 3-day refresh, you get it for $33.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Well, I mean, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so literally it's like you get your 25% off as a coach, plus you get another discount for it being as an add-on to your challenge pack.
So how much added as a challenge pack?
$33.
Oh my gosh. I was telling I had a girl that was ready to do it and she had to wait till she got paid. And I was telling her it was going to be like $185 to get everything because I didn't know they got all the discount.
No, so I didn't either. I didn't know that either because she got just the basic Mod and Shakeology challenge pack, so that was on sale for $140. And then I said continue shopping, and I went and got the 3-day refresh, and I put it in there. And it showed it was like regular price $69.95, and then it had another price, and that was crossed out, and then it had another price under that was like $439 or not 39. 49 or 50 or something, and that was crossed out, and then she paid $33 for it.
Oh my goodness.
That was like the one that's without Shakeology, like the 3-day refresh without Shakeology pack, because she was getting a whole bag of Shakeology, so I was like, she doesn't need the one that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
So literally she got a challenge pack plus her 3-day refresh it was like $170 something for all of it.
That's a really good deal.
Yeah, and now we can't even give people that deal.
Well, no wonder it sold out.
I know, because that's what I was telling people. Like one lady was like, I already have Shakeology, I don't need it. And I was like, well, if she wasn't going to sign up as a coach, and I was like, if she buys BOD and her 3-day refresh, that's going to be $170. And she could just get it with Shakeology and pay the exact same price, basically get her Shakeology for free.
Yeah.
So that's what is frustrating to me, because now I'm like, do I encourage them to just do a 14-day trial in hopes that it restocks and we can get them that same deal?
Yeah, I would, before you said anything, I would see if we can find out more about when it's going to come, restock, I feel like.
Yeah, I think so. Because, like, it's either let them do a free trial for now and do clean week with us after Thanksgiving, and then as soon as it restocks, they can order their challenge pack and get it. Like, honestly, because of this mess up, they need to extend the $20 off into December.
Oh, I can't believe that we weren't notified there was a shortage.
There, if you go in your back office, there's a notification now.
Well, now it's too late.
Yeah. But because they sent out that email, did you see it? It was like leaders.
Yeah.
I was like, why don't you send that to everybody?
Oh, I know.
Like, honestly, like you and I, we're 1-star. So is that not leadership enough to know?
Oh, I know.
That?
Yeah. Courtney is not even a star diamond anymore.
I know. But anyway, so I think what I'm going to tell my people for right now is that it's out of stock, but they are supposed to give us an update on Monday. And so on Monday, I can follow up with them and figure out.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah, because I just need to tell them something today because I don't want them to feel like I'm just forgetting about them.
Yeah, I need to do that too.
Yeah, and then on Monday, when we figure out when it's going to be restocked, then we can make a decision about, okay, do we do the free trial and wait to get it all together, or do we go ahead and get the challenge pack and then just encourage them to sign up as a coach so they can get at least some kind of discount on their 3-day refresh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's our options. So I guess I can go ahead and get into what I was going to talk about today. So, Emily, before you got on, I just went over a bunch of announcements that you probably already know about the STEP incentive by getting a Success Club this month. By getting 1 point, you can order your STEP. They're going to do a Transform 20 training on Monday. We got $20 off all month long. And then also something else I saw this morning that's new is they have a To-Be Mindset and on-demand performance pack. So, like before, you could only get it with Shakeology, but now there's an option to get it with the performance pack. So I thought that was pretty cool. Sometimes I'm like, wow, which I guess they're just trying to give options for everyone. But I'm like, if you're going to do To-Be Mindset, you really need Shakeology.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I mean, I do like how you can get the performance line with VOD now because I have a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I do too. So what I wanted to talk about today mainly was just finishing the year strong and how important these next 2 months are in our businesses. Because trust me, I have learned from personal experience that if you take your foot off the gas right now, then you're still going to struggle when January and February comes. Because last year, I went through like a hard time with my business and not really knowing what I wanted to do with it. And I let my foot off the gas. And I came back and I worked my business in like November and December of last year, but I was still trying to build up that momentum that I lost. And even though January is normally our best month of the whole year, I still didn't hit Success Club last January. And that was really hard for me. Just because I was used to like being in Success Club in the 20s in January. So that is just kind of my personal testimony to how important it is to keep working your business this time of year. And the first part of finishing the year strong, and as with anything that we do with our workout programs, with our businesses, with our personal lives, like it all starts with our mindset and the attitude that we choose to have. This time of year, Emily and I have talked about this so much for the last few weeks. This time of year is only hard in this business if we make it hard. If we tell ourselves that this is a really hard time of year and no one wants to start a fitness program this time of year. That is only true if that's what we tell ourselves. So we have to decide and believe in our hearts and in our minds that we can finish this year strong and hit the goals that we have for ourselves. It all starts with that. And that is literally how I started off this month. I knew in my head that if I didn't work hard and stay consistent, that this would be a difficult month. But So I knew that going into it, but I made the decision that it wasn't going to be like that for me. I made the decision that I was going to hit every single goal that I set for myself this month, and I was going to work hard no matter how many no's I got, no matter how many people didn't respond to me. I was going to keep showing up for myself, and I was going to keep showing up by inviting other people and giving them this opportunity. So my biggest piece of advice with that is to just write down your goals for the end of this year. When come December 31st, where do you want to be? Whether that is Success Club goals, whether that is your rank, if that is just your personal fitness goals, if that is anything you want to do by the end of the year, write it down and read over it every single day. Heck, write it down every day. That's what I've been doing. Literally every single morning. I've told y'all this so many times. I get out my journal, I write down my gratitude, and then I write down my goals. And sometimes it feels monotonous and just repetitive to write down the exact same things every single day, but it is helping and it is working because it's keeping me in the right mindset every day to work hard to reach those goals because they're in the front of my mind every day. So do that. Decide that you're going to finish strong and that this time of year doesn't have to be hard. It literally helps so much. And writing it down every day is, I used to think it was crazy. Like I would write down my goals for like a week straight. And then I would be like, why am I writing this down every single day? Like nothing's happening. I don't need to, like, why would I keep writing this down when it keeps not happening? But you just have to keep doing it until it does become reality, because whatever we focus on is what manifests and what we bring into our life. And so that's why we have to be intentional about that, because it's so easy for our minds to just focus on the negative. It's so easy for us to just focus on the things that are not going right and the what ifs. Like, it's so easy to focus on that, and we have to be intentional about flipping that switch and making ourselves focus on the positive and focus on the things that we want instead of the things that we don't want. So the second piece of this is that this time of year is when we're building the momentum for 2019. If we wait until, like, say you just throw the brakes on and you say, this time of year is super hard. No one wants to start a new health and fitness program this time of year, so I'm just not going to bother. I want to do my own thing these next couple months, this season of life. I'm just going to focus on my family and I want to be with them, and I'm not going to focus on my business. Well, when you get to January and you decide, okay, I'm ready, let's do this, then you've lost all of that momentum that you built up, that you could have built up by working hard this time of year. And that doesn't have to mean that you're missing time with your family or that you're missing the holidays. It just means that you have to be intentional with your time. And maybe you get up an hour earlier so you can work your business, or you stay up a little bit late after the kids go to bed, or you work on your lunch break, whatever that looks like in your life. But just show up every day, no matter how you feel. That has been a huge thing for me this past week. And I think it was just because the weather was so terrible. Every day it literally rained until yesterday and the sun finally came out, but it made me so unmotivated. Like every single day I was able to get out of bed, but then it was a struggle to get off the couch because I just wanted to sit there and I didn't want to work out. And I had to choose that I wasn't going to base my decision on how I was feeling in that moment. I was going to base my decision on my goals and the commitment that I made to myself and the dedication and consistency that I've had all year long. And I wasn't going to wait to feel motivated, because if you're waiting around to feel motivated every day, it's probably only going to happen a couple times a week, maybe. And that's with working out or working your business. Because there was plenty of times this week, basically every night too, when I got home, I didn't really want to work my business. I didn't feel like it, but I did anyways. And every time I went to bed this week, I knew that I had done what I was supposed to do, and that feels good. So don't base it on your feelings, because feelings are very subject to change, and they are not always the true view of your life, I guess. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but so keep showing up every day for yourself. Keep showing up for your followers, for your friends on Facebook and everything, and keep inviting and following up with people, even if they keep telling you no or not right now, or if they don't respond at all. I've had people who were interested back in the beginning of October who were super interested in doing something, and then they just kind of disappeared and didn't really respond to me. I invited them again in the beginning of November, and then even if they still didn't respond to me, I invited them again to do the 3-day refresh, because I was like, maybe they just think that they can't make that commitment this time of year, but surely they can just commit for 3 days. So that was honestly kind of hard for me to follow up so many times with some people just because they hadn't responded to me. But I knew that if I didn't ask them again, then I would never know. And then maybe they really would have wanted to do the 3-day refresh with us. Maybe, no, they can't commit to a full workout program right now. They just got too much going on. But yeah, I could do 3 days. So just things like that, just don't ever count anyone out, and just keep following up, because you never know when things will change for them and they'll be ready. And what is most important, I think, this time of year is just keeping your foot on the gas. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep showing up for your business, because when January comes and all of these people who didn't respond to you or told you not right now, I can almost guarantee you that in January, they're going to be looking for a workout program of some kind. They're going to be looking for something, because everyone sets New Year's resolutions every year. Everyone wants to start off the year better, and they want to do something to better themselves. And when they decide in January that they're ready, you want them to think of you. You don't want them to think of somebody else, or you don't want them to think that they need to go get a membership at Gold's Gym or somewhere else. You want them to think, Allison shows up every single day. Cody, Emily show up every single day, and they know what they're doing, and I want to do this with her. That's what you want them to think. You want to be the first person that comes to their mind when they decide that they're ready in January. And if you disappear right now, they're not going to think of you. If you fall off and you disappear and you stop showing up for yourself, you stop working out every day, you stop sharing about it, you completely fall off your meal plan and just disappear for the whole rest of the year. In January, you're not going to be the person that they think about. So keep your foot on the gas. And also, something I was listening to one of Melanie Mitro's podcasts the other day, and it was about finishing the year strong, and that's where I got the idea to do this call today. Was she has been the top coach for 4 years in a row, which is insane to think that she's been on the top for that long. And she's right up there again this year. Who knows if she's going to finish number 1 or not, but she's going to give them a run for their money. I can promise you. Because she is known for the growth and everything that she can do in the fourth quarter of the year. She can be down and be number 5 or something, and not be number 1 for so long through the year, but she doesn't let that stop her. And she pushes even harder and presses on the gas even harder in the fourth quarter of the year, because she knows that's when it counts. And that is literally what she's known for. She always pulls through at the end of the year somehow. So that right there is even more proof that this time of year doesn't have to be difficult, and it doesn't have to be slow. It's totally just how you choose to look at it. So that's pretty much all I had. Does anybody have any comments? Emily?
I listened to that too. I liked her ideas, for what she was talking about. I want to do something like that next year, as far as the starting a group, challenge group based on like new coaches and stuff. I think that's a good idea to write down for next year.
I think it is too, because I also saw on something that she did, I think it was when I was Cody, I don't guess you can see that, Emily. She messaged me privately. She said, "You just lit an even bigger fire under me."
Oh, I couldn't see it.
It says private. I don't know why. So she did some kind of thing that every time her new coaches earned $500, she would send them a gift card or something.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and so she created this little like score sheet. It almost looked like a bingo card, but it was like for $50 it had a box that you could check off, and so it was like every $50 you checked it off until you got to $500. Then when you made $500, then she got you a gift. So it was just like another incentive. But
she's super creative.
Yeah, she is, and I feel like I relate to her so much just because we're just like really similar in like the organization and how she does things, and I have never really watched any trainings from her. I don't know why. I just haven't. And I guess it's because she's not really part of our upline, maybe, that I've kind of just focused more on like Lindsay Matway and her coaches. But I'm going to try to really start watching more of her trainings and listening to her podcasts and stuff, because I think it will relate to me and help me more. And I think next year I definitely want to do that, because that's something that is going to help get coaches started this time of year, not just challengers, and getting like using the incentive of like Christmas money, like making money for Christmas presents and things that I never do or take advantage of.
And building and like getting people in the habit already of building, like being a business builder instead of, like the typical.
Right. Exactly. I think so too. And honestly, like, I feel like we're on the right track with like what we're doing with our new coach training that we're putting together. Like, trying to do this Transform 20 prep group and everything. Like, I feel like you and I are finally like realizing that we need to plan ahead better.
Oh yeah.
And like seriously, the 3-day refresh, this is the best I've ever done with it. And it is because I started talking about it so long ago.
Yeah.
Like, I literally, and I had written it in my calendar the day that I was supposed to start talking about it. And if I had not written that down when we were in Alabama, I would not have done it, because I would have forgotten.
Yeah, planning ahead is so key, I swear.
It really is.
I think we need to do that for every quarter. I mean, just like any business would.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, in retail, I am like, I shouldn't say this because I don't believe in saying I am dumb, but I'm sure not using any past experience to help me out.
Yeah, I mean, anything that they used to do, definitely we could apply here.
I know. It's so. Why has it took me that long to figure it
out? There's a reason for everything. We got to grow.
I think like just getting out of like your own bubble and just thinking of just thinking about how like your past experiences and what different ideas, instead of just getting in a bubble and only doing like maybe what Lindsay Stay says to do.
I know.
Key.
I know. I agree. I'm going to stop recording.